Hi guys, how we doing? Right, your old Uncle Shredder's back again. Right, so I'm going to just chat on a little bit today about protein and how you can manipulate it as a macronutrient in your diet to get your desired result. Okay, so let's go protein first. Let's say we all know we need protein. You know, when we think muscle, protein, it's drummed in you from day one. You got to get your protein in. Okay, so it's true, you do need protein. But let's talk about hard gainers first, all right? So if you're a naturally skinny kind of guy like I was back in the day, we know we need muscle building protein. And we can sometimes just overemphasize that importance. And we can just try and go protein now. Protein shake, followed by shake bar, followed by shake, all day long. And the truth of the matter is, it leaves you really full. Like, you don't feel like eating proper whole foods. So, we do know that protein is the most satiating of the three macros. It makes you feel full for a long time. So if you're a hard gainer and you find it difficult to get a lot of calories in and get into your calorie surplus, then a lot of protein in your diet is not a good idea, because you're just going to feel so full. Then you're not going to want to eat your your whole foods and your steak and rice and your potatoes after you've eaten so much protein. So that's one thing. If you're a hard gainer, sometimes you're thinking muscle, protein. Got to have more protein to build more muscle. But the truth of the matter is, getting into that calorie surplus is absolutely paramount. If you're having so much protein, you can't get into a surplus because you're so full, then that's the wrong amount of protein you should be having. You're having too much. So you can use this to your advantage. If you're trying to gain muscle, make sure then you're really filling up your calories with carbohydrates and fats, and then leave the protein to maybe less than 1 gram per pound body weight. Is it 1 gram per pound or 1 gram per kilogram? 1 gram per pound. Yeah, 1 gram per pound body weight. So let it become less than that. It'll come down to like 0.6 grams per pound body weight. But obviously, then we can think about this as a flip side of this coin, can't we? Because if protein is really satiating, there's a flip side to this coin, and we can say, well, hang on a minute. We can use protein as a tool. So if you're trying to lose weight, you could actually up your protein percentage of your macros, and that will help you feel fuller for longer, and it will get you to, if you do it right, lose weight. So one recent study I read, people on this study were on 15% protein, and they upped the protein content on their macro from 15% to 30%. Now, without even trying, and as a subconscious kind of decision from feeling fuller, these people in this study then naturally ate 440 calories less per day. And that is significant, because 440 calories is a good chunk per day on a calorie deficit to lose some weight over a week. So that would have worked out really well, even without any intervention and a complicated diet plan. Obviously, that would have been on the presumption that at 15% protein and the rest of their food, they would have just about been at base level or maintenance. So the 440 calorie deficit then would have taken him into a nice deficit. But there you go, that's two ways to manipulate protein. You know, if you're a hard gainer and you're trying to get into a calorie surplus and you're concentrating too much on this muscle building protein, cut your protein, have less protein, fill up on carbs. Carbs will fill you up, but not as feel you as satiated as protein, and get your fats in. Don't be scared of fats. And then if you are trying to diet, you know, flip side of that coin, eat more protein and then you will naturally come down. And there is another thing with protein as well, a lot of people don't talk about a lot, which is called thermogenesis, which is the way. So what this is, right, it's when you eat protein, when you eat 100 grams of protein, 20 grams of that protein, the calories from 20 grams of that protein gets used to metabolize and synthesize and use that protein. So protein uses some of its own energy to use as fuel to digest that protein. So if you're taking 100 grams of protein, yes, you're getting 100 grams of protein, but you're actually only getting 80% of the calories from that 100 grams of protein. Hope that helps. Think about that. If you're a hard gainer, do a little less protein. If you're wanting to lose weight, go up the way. Maybe as high as 50% of protein of your macronutrients for the day. Right, well, I'm signing out. My throat is killing me today. And hope to see you on the next one. Ciao for now.